Hello, friends. Welcome to Betkraft. Okay, welcome to today's prediction of Betkraft. All right, it's a beautiful Sunday morning, the second day of June 2024, and as usual, it's a Sunday, and there are games going on across the globe. And amongst those games, we made our selections and brought it forward for you. Okay, and in a short while, we'll be looking at a lot of games that we have for you today, one after the other. But before that time, I will also add those of us that are coming across our video for the very first time to kindly click the subscription button down there so that you don't miss out on our subsequent games that will be coming up on this channel on a daily basis. Okay, that being said, today we have about 8 games looked into, and we will start with the very first game for today, and it is in uh, Norwegian League, where we have Hood who will be up against Bodo Glimt. Okay, and Hood and as usual, what we do is take a look at how both teams fared in the recent encounters, and also take a look at how they fared when played from home and also when they're playing from away. And when you look at the situation here for Hood the home side, they've been able to win 2 games in the past 6 home games, and they've also had 4 losses in the past 6 home games they've had so far. And the other side, on the other hand, Bodo Glimt have won 3 out of the past 6 games, and they've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss in the past 6 games they had so far. And looking at how they fared from home and away perspective, we see that the home side, Hudson, have been able to win 4 games in the last 10 home games, and they've lost 5, and they've also had 1 draw. Okay, they actually won their last 2 home matches against Christensen and also Sandefjord. And away side, on the other hand, Bodo Glimt have been able to win 8 games in the past 10 away games that played so far. 8 out of 10, 80% of the away games have been able to, win them, and they lost 1 as well as 1 draw, which was, with Ajax. All right. When you put all that together, you see that Bodo Glimt is actually, better side, but we saw Bodo Glimt losing out their last away game to Hamkam. That was last week, and also we saw them drawing against their Sandefjord from home. And in this very encounter, I know that they will be itching for a victory, seeing that the last 3 games that they've played so far, they've not really seen a win, and they're doing their best to actually win this match outrightly. And looking at head-to-head proceedings for both sides, we could see that Bodo Glimt have been very dominant in the head-to-head proceedings, and in the past 10 head-to-head meetings, have always seen Bodo Glimt being very, very victorious. They would have won on, they've won 6 times out of 10, and the other 4 has been a draw. There's never been a time Hongson have been able to, defeat Bodo Glimt, on this tie. So it is the away side, Bodo Glimt, who is much more expected to rise to the occasion and win outrightly in this very game. Away win, that's our value for this very encounter, and that takes us to the next. And the next game we have is also in Norway First Division, where we have Rosenborg, who will be up against the Fredrikstad. And Rosenborg have been able to win 1 in the past 6 games, and they have lost 5 games out of those 6 games that they played so far. And looking at Fredrikstad, their away side, they have been able to win 4 out of the past 6 games they played, and they have been able to they had 1 draw and also 1 loss. All right, and taking a look at how they fared from home and away perspective, you see that the home side in the Rosenborg have been able to achieve 6 wins in the past 10 home games. All right, they did so well. They've won 60% of their home matches, and they've lost 3 out of 10, and also had 1 draw. And the away side, Fredrikstad, on the other hand, also have been able to, they've been doing so well playing from away. They have won 70%, 7 games out of the past 10 away games. They had 1 loss last week, which came against Tromsø, and they've had 2 draws, in the past 10 away games that they had so far. And it seems that both teams are doing very well, and we do expect Fredrikstad, who has been doing very well from away, seeing that they've been able to win 70% of their away games, to do well in this one. Also, the last time both teams met saw Fredrikstad winning from home by 1-0, and prior to that, the last time they met, also Fredrikstad won by 1-0. So in this very encounter, we do expect the away side, Fredrikstad, to either win or draw, and not to lose outrightly in this very game. It is away side win or draw. That's our verdict for that very encounter. And that will take us to the next game for the day. The next game for the day is in Finland. Finland, Waikonen. All right, you have MP, that's Mikhail Paleolejats coming up against KTP, and the home side have been able to win one on one occasion in the past six games they had. They've also had 4 losses as well as a 1 draw. And the away side, on the other hand, KTP have been able to achieve 6 wins out of 6 games that they played so far, and it goes to show that they've been winning all their set matches. And the away side, when you take it, when you take a look at how both sides fared from home and away perspective, you see that the home side have managed just 3 wins in the past 10 home games. Actually, they've won 2 games in the past 10 home games. They've had 5 draws as well as 3 losses. And the away side have been able to win 4 games from away, and they've had losses. They've had 5 losses and 1 draw in the past 10 away games. But when playing from home, the away side have been able to win 6 matches from home. And also, what you've mentioned is the fact that the last 3 away games for the away side have resulted to a win for the away side. So, and have won these matches with a very large amount of goals. We saw them defeating PK 35 by 5 goals to 1 from away. They've also won the following match by 5 goals to 0, and also the last one was the 4 goals to 1 victory against TPS. So they've been doing so well even from away, and they're expected to rise to the occasion in this very encounter. It is the away side that is expected to win. Also, to see, looking at how they fared from head to head, the last time they met, we saw KTP defeating this side 4 goals to 0. That was in April this year. So we do expect our away side winning outrightly in this very encounter. That's our verdict. And the next game that we have is in Estonia as Liga, second division, where we have Vimsi JK, who will be up against Haju Japalikul. Okay, looking at how both sides fared, we see that the home side, Vimsi, have managed 4 wins in the past 6 encounters. They've also had 2 losses, and the away side, on the other hand, have been able to achieve 4 wins and 1 draw in the past, 5 wins and 1 draw in the past 6 encounters. And when you take a look at how they fared from home and away perspective, and we break it down, we see that the home side have been able to achieve 5 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 3 losses as well as 2 draws playing from home. The away side, on the other hand, have been able to win 6 of their away games. They've also had 2 losses and as well as 2 draws playing from away. And when you look at how they fared from head to head, you will see that the last time they met saw them playing out a 2-2 draw, and which was followed by a 1-0 victory from their away side. And also Haji I'll be winning, and also the away side have been quite dominant in the head-to-head proceedings, seeing that they've been able to win on 5 occasions. All right, but in this very encounter, we do expect goals flying in this very game, seeing that the last time both teams met, they scored scoreline because 2-2 scoreline, so above over 2.5, and also the last time the last home game for the home side also saw them playing out a 4-2 victory, a 4-2 loss to Flora actually. So it shows that the home side are conceding, and the away side also is the scoring side. So we do expect to see over 2.5 goals in this very game, at least minimum of 3 goals in this very encounter. That's our verdict. And that will take us to the next game, and the next game happen to be in China second division, where we have Hunan Xiangtao coming up against the Gunso E-Power. Okay, Xiangtao in the past 6 games have been able to win 4, and then they've had 1 loss as well as 1 draw. And the away side, on the other hand, have been able to win 4 games out of the past 6 games. They've also had 2 losses in the past 6 games. And taking a look at how both sides fared, we'll see that the home side in the past 10 home games have been able to win 5 games out of those 10, and they've also lost 5 games out of those 10. And the away side, Gonzo E-Power, have won the entire away matches that they've had so far. They've been able to, they have actually had 6 away games, and they have won all 6. Okay, and goes to show that they're doing very well. Gonzo E-Power is actually doing very well. The last away game they played we saw them winning that side by 5 goals to 1 from away. So we do expect Gonzo E-Power to actually rise to the occasion in this very one and win out shortly from away. It is away win, that's our verdict, and that takes us to the next. The next game we have is in Sweden, where we have Jugadin who will be up against the Hammarby. Jugadin have won 5 games in the past 6. They've also had 1 loss, and the away side Hammarby have won 4 and have also had 2 losses in the past 6 games they had so far. And bringing it down to how they fared from home and away perspective, you can see that the home side Jugadin have been able to achieve 8 victories in the last 10 home games. They've also had 1 loss as well as 1 draw. And the away side, on the other hand, Hammarby have managed just 3 wins from away. They've also had 2 draws as well as 5 losses playing from away. It goes to show that the home side is a better side, seeing that they've been winning their home matches. They've been able to win 80% of it. And when you look at how they fared from home and away, you see that the last time they met, saw them playing out a 0-0 draw. That was in October last year. And prior to that, we saw Hammarby defeating from Jugadin from home by 4-3 and all that. So in this very encounter, we know that Jugadin has been doing very well from home, and we expect them to rise to the occasion once again and win out shortly in this very encounter. It is on win. That's our verdict. And the next game that we have is in Chile First Division, where we have Colo Colo who will be up against Copiapó. Okay, Colo Colo have won 3 in the past 6. They've also had 2 losses as well as 1 draw. And their away side Copiapó have had 2 wins from the past 6. They've also had 4 losses in the past 6 games they've had so far. Right? And taking a look at how both sides fared from home and away perspective, you will see that home side Colo Colo have been able to achieve 6 victories playing from home. They've also had 3 losses as well as 1 draw. It goes to show that they've been able to win 60% of their home games, and they've had 3 losses and also 1 draw. And their away side Copiapó, on the other hand, have lost 9 games in the past 10 away games. They have had just 1 draw, and it goes to show that they're doing poorly, especially when they're playing from away. So putting all that together, we do expect Colo Colo, who are the home side, who are doing very well at the moment, to win outrightly in this very encounter. It is on win. That's our verdict for that very game. And that takes us to the next game, which are going to be the last for the day, also in Chile, but in 2nd division, where we'll have Antofagasta, who will be up against Curicó Unido. All right, Antofagasta, the home side, have been able to win 3 games in the past 6, but they have had 3 losses. And their away side, Curicó Unido, have won 3, they've also lost 3. And taking a look at how they fared from home and away perspective, you will see that the home side, Antofagasta have managed to achieve 6 victories from home. They've also had 3 losses as well as 1 draw playing from home. And the away side, on the other hand, have managed just 1 win playing from away. They've also had 2 draws as well as 7 losses playing from away. It goes to show that they're not doing very well, especially when they're playing from away. And we do expect the home side Antofagasta to rise to the occasion once again to win outrightly, seeing that they've been winning their home matches. They've had 60% win rate playing from home. So we do expect a home win for this one. And remember, and that concludes our predictions for today. But also remember that today is Sunday Millionaires game, and the booking code for the Sunday Millionaires game will be on display. And also, I always advocate that we try out that, once in every week, we try out that very large ticket and see how it goes. But I wish you the very best of luck today, and I hope our ticket goes green. Tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up with our predictions tomorrow. But until then, keep winning.